Oh wait, people are joining. Can you hear me? Hold up. I'm screwing around. I don't even know what I'm doing. Let me know if you can hear me. Accidentally went live. Hold on. I don't even have headphones on or nothing. I'm just talking. So there's definitely a delay. Oh, so you can hear me. Sounds all good. Yeah, this is me screwing around. I don't know what I'm doing because I have Riverside where I can record like offline interviews, and I was just setting something up and I hit go live. I forgot I actually set up YouTube, so it just immediately went to YouTube. I should post this on Twitter. I want to see if people are going to come. I'm going to post this on Twitter. Screw it. I'm live. I'm live for no reason. There, I just posted it. So you can hear me. Obviously, like I said, this is just me impromptu doing a video. And if you're here, why not ask me a question? Nothing wrong with testing live. And I think I can invite people. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Black Viking here too. Look at all these people coming here. All right. I don't know what I'm doing. Just so you know, I have no idea what I'm doing. I literally just hit go live on Riverside and I'm in here. But now I want to figure this out. I think, can I invite copy link? I'll do that some other time. I'll just do it. It's just me. I'll just do it. It's just me. Hold on. But since the chat is here and I'm screwing around, feel free to ask me anything. You can ask me anything right now and I will answer it. Anything except Black Viking. You are not allowed to ask me anything. So I'm curious with Riverside. Do I only see it on here? Invite Phil Spencer so we convince him to switch Elder Scrolls to Unreal 5. That might be Todd Howard. I don't think that's going to be Phil Spencer. You got to talk to Todd on that one. And highly doubt they're going to switch since allegedly they're already making Elder Scrolls 6, but we'll see. What am I looking for? Hold on. It's funny the delay that I'm seeing looking at the chat on here. I wonder if I can see the chat on Riverside because it is delayed here. Maybe not. Oh, actually, yes, I can. I can see the chat. And I can respond on Riverside. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, it worked. Funny. Will you wait a minute? What is Lord Incredible saying? But to play Flight Sim offline since the streaming in it. Oh, are you asking can you play? Oh, now the camera's all weird fuzzy. Hold on. Why is the camera all stupid? No, it should be okay now. Is it okay now? It's okay now. Yeah, that's you know what? That's actually a good question. And I do have two interviews on my YouTube channel talking to Jorg and then talking to Sebastian about the technical aspects of Flight Sim. And I can't the answer to that is no, because you're streaming in assets and you're always going to be doing that. So to your point, I don't think you can 100% play Flight Sim offline. There has to be some online component to it to be able to play it. I don't think so. I'm going to take a leap of faith and say that. Hold on. Whoops. Changing something really quick. Did you see the Blade doesn't have a release? Blade's not coming out. Blade's not coming out. I could have called that months ago. Just there's just way too many directors switching, writers, all of that. That just tells me that Blade's not coming out. It's not, and it's not even necessarily Mahershala Ali, because I've seen a lot of people saying, well, then why don't they just? I think Kay Asante, if you're still in here, I think you even said it. Why don't they just get Wesley Snipes? Just do an old man Blade with Wesley Snipes. You're still going to run into the same problem, unfortunately. It's not that you don't have your lead. You got your lead. They just can't seem to get the proper story and director together to have it make sense. So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's unfortunate. How do I feel about Prince of Persia team get disbanded? I'm disappointed, very disappointed in that, because it's one of the best games of this year. It's in my top 5 for sure for game of the year. It will get consideration at the Keeleys in December, and it'll be on a lot of game of the year lists, from sites or around the globe. And for Ubisoft to, in less than a year, just go ahead and disband the team and just tank a sequel is just disappointing. Ubisoft is chaos right now. To be one of the top publishers in the world and to have so many IPs. I could probably think of 10 IPs right now that if you heard they were making a new game, you'd be excited about it, right? Because that's how many IPs that Ubisoft has, and they're just not taking advantage of it. And that's the unfortunate thing with them. They just keep screwing it up. If anything, it seems like they got a lot riding on Assassin's Creed. And depending on how Assassin's Creed does, we might see a vastly different Ubisoft by the time we get to 2026, which is crazy to think. George is saying, "Hey, Paris, love the content." Hey, appreciate that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I get on the mic and I just start talking and I say a bunch of nonsense. Some of it makes sense, some of it doesn't. But I do appreciate that, and I do want to start taking more advantage of this channel. I have it. I got content, obviously recent content that I've been putting up. I got some more stuff that'll be coming here in the very short-term future to put on here. And a lot of people have been subscribing and supporting the channel, so I really do appreciate that. Let's see what other questions we got. And I want to be clear on this since I'm on the channel live. Please don't do this. I'm not trying to pressure anybody to do this, but if someone could do like a $1 super chat, I'm just curious if it works, because I think I have all that set up on here. I'm not asking for people to start sending me super chats, or I ain't doing memberships and all that crazy stuff because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But if someone, I just want to see if it works. That's really all it is. If someone is kind enough to do that, and hell, I will Venmo back the dollar if I need to. What else do we did? Love the Stalker interview. Yeah, appreciate that. I had fun with that interview. If you watched it, obviously there's a tiny bit of a language barrier there, but I think the conversation that we had was great because I wanted to know about the real life things that they are going through, that GSC Game World is going through with the Russian invasion of Ukraine and how they've been dealing with that, and then obviously the game itself. That quickly shot up to one of my most anticipated playing that. Stalker 2 is going to be really good, y'all. I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy. It will not be easy. People need to go in there remembering that this is a survival game, but visually it looks fantastic and it is brutally difficult but fun. And I think it's going to surprise a lot of people when it comes out in November. And hey, appreciate that, Black Viking. Really appreciate that. Like I said, I just want to see if Super Chat's working. And the Longhouse Gaming said, for shaving cream. What is that? Oh, that's funny. I appreciate that. Asante, Riverside, been trying to move away from StreamYard testing now. Okay, here's the thing with Riverside now, because I paid for it. I paid whatever the premium thing is. It's like 200 something bucks a year. I'm not 100% happy with it. When I've done some of the offline interviews, like if you go watch the Aura History Untold interview I have here on the channel, the audio doesn't sync up 100%. And it's done that a couple times now. And I've had to manually go in there and try and fix it. And I'm not happy about that. So we'll see. We'll see if I stick with Riverside past the year. But the one thing about Riverside, it has plugins. Obviously, you can do the recording 1080p. It'll do like the audio sync. Or it'll handle everything for you on the production end. And then you can live stream it to Twitter. You can live stream obviously here to YouTube. I think you can do Twitch as well. So the concept of it is great for podcasters, obviously, to be able to use and do video content, and even just audio content works great for that. But we'll see. I'm still playing with it. And Steven kind of, hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate the kind words, Steven. Really do. Let's see. Wait a minute. Hey, I'm all about this channel. Flex your skills that you've been building. First K come. Oh, hey, congratulations on the baby when the baby gets here. It is always a blessing. Any suggestions on what to pack in a man bag for the hospital? Oh man, I remember. I'm trying to remember. I mean, obviously, just bring your uh, bring your hygiene kit with you. Bring your toothbrush, deodorant, all those good things, because you will be spending a lot of time in the hospital. I remember when my first daughter was born. Yeah, I mean, I slept in the room with my wife. Um, you know, you know, while we had to spend a couple days in the hospital, stuff like that. Obviously, you'll have the ability to leave if you got to run errands, things like that. But bring a pillow. Don't just rely on the hospital pillow. Bring a blanket too, potentially, stuff like that. Let's see. Longhound, did you post this video link in Blue Sky? You know what? I should. And you know what? Let me do that right now. I will do that right now. Now that you were mentioning that, let's bring it up. And let's see. Share it. Copy. I'm doing this all real time. Sorry, this live stream sucks, but I'm just screwing around. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. I'm live on YouTube for no reason. And I just posted it on Blue Sky. There we go. Your Paris, you got a great voice, man. Oh, appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one lucky thing I've been blessed with is a voice. Everyone always tells me that I have a great voice, but just being me. And oh yeah, Black Viking, like you're saying, bring food and snacks. Yeah, definitely bring your own food and snacks to the hospital, so you don't have to rely on the freaking hospital food. And am I gonna grind Black Ops? Not next weekend, this weekend. Black Ops is Friday, right? Yeah, I'll be on there. And I'm probably not even gonna touch the campaign right away, to be honest with you. I'm probably just gonna jump right into multiplayer. Kind of seeing the information they just put out about all the prestige levels and stuff that you get in there. And I'm not good at Call of Duty. I'm gonna get killed a lot. But I've been having fun in Modern Warfare 3. So yeah, I'm just gonna translate it right on over into Black Ops 6 and keep on playing. So look, we already know Call of Duty's a monster. But yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there Friday, jumping in for sure. I will be on Xbox. I'll be on PC, but I'll be playing on Xbox. That's basically where I'm going to live. I'll probably check out the PlayStation version as well. It works. Can watch you live on. Oh, that's dope. So okay, so if you embed, so the one cool thing with Blue Sky then is if you embed, you can embed links. So like Black Viking saying, you can watch live right on Blue Sky right now. That is good plans. Good, not good plans. It's a good idea to do in the future when I do this. What else are we saying in the chat? Uh, uh Dude, I don't know. My camera, I think my camera keeps picking up the freaking Series S or something. It is picking up something behind me. This is very annoying. There we go. Back again. Um, I got to figure that out. I don't know what, because I have it on autofocus and it keeps screwing up. What do we got here? There was another question in here. No plans with KF for the lunch. Well, I'm in Southern California, they're in San Francisco. So when they do in person stuff, I typically get left out. I'm probably going to go up to the studio at some point in November. And me and Mike and I don't know, probably Nick or somebody or Andy will do a live stream of Warzone because I really want to get into Call of Duty Warzone. So probably going to go up to the studio and do that with them one day. If I don't wind up doing it in November, then I'll probably wait until January and go up there and do it then. The ColecoVision. You know what's funny about the ColecoVision? Never owned one. One of my neighbors had one. So because I'm old, so back in the '80s, we didn't have money. Like I had an Atari 2600. One of my other neighbors had a ColecoVision. Another one had a Commodore 64. And then did I already say in television? Another one had in television. So we would bounce from each other's houses and play the different games on the different systems. And then when Nintendo came out, a lot of us had an NES, but then we didn't have all the games. So it would be the same thing. You bounce back and forth between friends' houses or trade. I borrow your game, you borrow mine, kind of thing. And then Sega came out with a Master System and the Genesis. Then you kind of saw that too. So it's way different now because remember, there was no online back in the '80s and the '90s. So we all had to actually play games in person. Like one fun thing that we used to always do is Tecmo Bowl. On the weekends, we would have Tecmo Bowl tournaments at different people's houses, and we would just play Tecmo Bowl all freaking weekend. Freaking loved it. One of my core memories was a Tecmo Bowl tournament. So this would have been '89. It was when the Bulls played the Cavs in the first round, and Jordan, the shot over Elo was good. Bulls win that whole thing. I fell on my head because we all jumped up and cheered, and I fell back and hit my head. I'll always remember that. So, yeah, those are good old days. What do we got here? What is your favorite multiplayer game at the moment? I honestly, the only thing I've really been playing multiplayer is Call of Duty, so I guess it's Call of Duty at the moment. I kind of want to get back into Halo, but now obviously Halo's doing some changes, so we'll see. But I'll definitely, from a multiplayer standpoint, be mainly Call of Duty here rest of this year, going into next year. You're stuck in jury duty. Glad that I'm streaming on this break. Right on. Way glad I could help. What is my favorite PlayStation franchise? Probably God of War. God of War. I'll say God of War because God of War has transitioned from what it originally started off with Jaffe, and then obviously the reinvention with Corey. Corey did in what was that 2016, 2018. Yeah, I'd say God of War because I've always been a fan of all those games in its different iterations. Dropkick, love your work across the board, being an old Xbox gamer the past 22 years and around that. Enjoy the thoughtful, level headed insight interviews. Hey, I appreciate that. And honestly, that's all I try to do. I mean, I'm just giving my opinion. I try to just be reasonable when I'm giving my opinion about stuff, try to stay out of the mud, so to speak, with drama and stuff like that. And I try to look at the industry because, I've been doing this so long and I will try and project what I think is going to happen or what I see is happening, stuff like that. That's all it ever is with me. I'm wrong a lot. I'll never pretend to always be right on stuff, but it's fun. I love obviously playing games, but I love the industry. I love talking about the industry. I love seeing where it's headed. Past few years have not been great. I mean, we're still going through it. Netflix just closed the studio. And then obviously we're seeing what's going on with Ubisoft, stuff like that, all these layoffs that are happening. So not everything is great right now, but we are getting some amazing games at the same time. So you try to balance that, talk about the good, talk about the bad, but be fair to both. Try and analyze and be respectful to both. How do you see the Xbox handheld differentiating itself in a world where the Rogue and the Steam Deck are imminent? Game Pass on both. Well, I think first and foremost, that Xbox handheld, if and or when it happens, it's probably going to happen. But when an Xbox handheld does happen, I would imagine it will have a very handheld user friendly UI. They're already starting to iterate on that right now. We're already starting to see that. Yes, native Game Pass is a must. I think you will be able to install Steam and Epic Store games. Other digital storefronts would be on it as well. But I think the thing that would help it stand out from its competitors is backwards compatibility. If they can allow me to have access to my entire Xbox digital library, not just the current Series X library or whatever it is, but I can go back to the Xbox One and the Xbox 360 era of games and still be able to play those. That could be the big Trojan horse for it. That could be the big thing that people will prefer that over picking up a Steam Deck or picking up an ROG Ally. Or maybe they don't do that and it's just a boutique item that sits alongside the rest. You competitively price it, but it does native Game Pass. That could be the thing. Let's see. Is it normal to not get insanely hyped to new game releases anymore as we get older? I don't think it's normal. I still get hyped. I still get hyped for big releases. I think it's different now that we don't do the midnight, go to GameStop midnight camp out kind of things, go to Best Buy or whatever the case. I miss that. I miss stuff like that. I remember Halo 2 as an example doing that. I remember when God, whatever Nintendo DS came out, I remember doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? I miss those things. But as far as getting hyped for games, now I definitely still get hyped. I'm old as dirt. Um, what do we got here? Odyssey on a handheld. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, Spartan Dusk. If we can bring those legacy games in and they're on a handheld, I think that would be a huge win for Xbox. And we know Sarah Bond has already tasked a team to work on backwards and forwards compatibility with that stuff. So I do think, here's what I think. I think, and hold on a sec. I think no matter what Xbox does in this next generation, I think that is a key component, be it on an actual console or be it on a handheld or probably both, is access to your entire digital libraries. And then you got to remember with licensing, your mileage may vary with some of the third-party titles because that all comes down to licensing, what the third-party publisher will allow, don't allow, things like that. Because we're already seeing that with and they haven't officially announced it, but with the cloud games, the games that you own and being able to cloud stream them. Not all third-party games are going to be available on cloud streaming. And again, it all comes back to licensing. Let me see. Max Alberto saying any upcoming kind of funny appearances. Well, I was just on there today. I was on KFGD today. I actually was supposed to do something. I won't dive into it, but I was supposed to do something this afternoon, and then that got pushed back. So I might be doing it tomorrow, and I'm definitely going to be on next week. There's an embargo that is lifting next week, and I 100% be on next week for sure. And then I would imagine there's a couple other ones that are going to embargoes that I'll be on. Definitely in November. I know I'm going to be on a few times in November because I got some stuff coming up that I will be a part of for that. And those things will also be here on this channel. What else do we have here? NBA games this week have Xbox advertising, Game Pass, and Black Ops 6. I will pass on that. Thank you very much. I have no comment. You go ask somebody else that one. I am staying out of Call of Duty and Game Pass and marketing and advertising. I've already gotten myself in enough trouble with that one. What else we got here? I think that's it. No other questions. Unless someone got something else to say. Oh my God, did I just get another super chat? This is crazy. Oh my God. Okay. Mando Delgado with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much for that. More than generous. I truly appreciate it because this is probably the most ghetto raggedest live stream ever, but I appreciate your generosity. Let me just say this. Just wanted to shout out and say thank you for being such a great positive voice in this industry while remaining grounded and realistic. Your insight is always appreciated and welcomed. Well, I thank you very much for that, Mando. I am the positivity peddler, allegedly. So I guess that just goes with my brand. I mean, look, being serious for a second, I know I have people online. I have my detractors online that do not like me for various reasons. They think me being a nice person is false or some kind of trick or gimmick or whatever. I will always say, why would you want me to be an asshole? Don't want to be. I can be. And, I know Black Viking and some other people are in here. If you mess with me, I'm going to mess with you back. But I'm never going to purposely try and be malicious and go after people. I always try to look for the good in things before I talk about the bad in them. But I am not afraid to talk about the bad things. I'm not afraid to be critical, but I'm going to be respectful at the same time. You know what I mean? And I think that's just where it comes down to, because the current state of online and social media, and I say this all the time, it's way easier to be negative and get engagement than it is to be positive and to get engagement. We obviously see all the crazy grifters out there and just all the stuff that happens online. I may or may not have had an encounter with a few of them, but to me, that's easy work. That is easy, lazy work. I could get on here and say a bunch of crazy shit and make 10 videos a day. Guarantee you my channel will explode. 100%. That's not what I want to do. I try to talk about things logically. I try to talk about it from a mature standpoint. And yeah, I try to be positive when I can. I 100% do. So yeah, when people come at me with little silly names, the positivity peddler, I'm going to take that name, I'm going to twist it and push it right back in your face and say it 1,000 times. That's just who I am, because whatever. But again, I appreciate super chat. Really appreciate that. And what else we got here? Jovan, he's saying, what single game that we know is coming down the pipe that has you the most hype that we know of that I can talk about? Stalker effing 2. That I've not, something that I have played that's coming. Stalker 2. Y'all see, you gonna learn. You gonna learn today. You'll see when it comes out. You'll see what I mean. Stalker 2, 100%. But as Bronny started, okay. Here's the thing with the Bronny thing. I talk about this. I was just talking about this the other day. I'm a Laker fan. I'm not a crazy Laker fan, because to me, LeBron's not a Laker. I will say that for LeBron should not get a statue out in front of the crib. No, it's not. He's not earned that yet. You need multiple chips to be able to do that. He's a mercenary, but he is two. He is one of the greatest players ever. If he's not one, he's two, depending on your generation. He has earned the right to have the nepotism to get his son on that roster and have that moment tonight. I'll be watching it. I'll be rooting for him. I'll be very happy. I guess King Griffey Sr. and King Griffey Jr. are going to be there. The whole thing. He deserves it. He 100% deserves that. What a feat for a father and a son to be able to play together. So you look, second quarter, third quarter, bring Bronny in, let him and LeBron have their moment. Whatever happens, happens. The game, win or lose, send Bronny ass to the G League and let him get some more experience. That's what I think, personally. So we'll see how it plays out. But I don't think JJ Redick is crazy enough. I don't think anybody's crazy enough to force Bronny into any kind of significant minutes on that team, because he's just simply not ready. If ever, he needs more time to play and needs to go to the G League. What else we got here? Ninja Squirrel Christmas special, Black Viking versus Paris, best of 5 arm wrestling on live stream. We don't need no best of 5. This is a one and done. No, it ain't no best of 5. I'm gonna win, and then that's it. And he knows it. He can say whatever he wants online. He knows the truth. Unless, like at PAX, when him and his little hoodlums try to bully me on the show floor and try and bum rush me, I got surrounded, then I got to protect myself. But nah, Black Viking is cool. It was real great to meet him at PAX a couple months ago. And he's good people, man. Really good people. Like I said, up and coming content creator doing this thing. And I mostly support everything he says online. But when I don't, I let him know privately. I tell him to get out of the mud. What else we got here? Positivity Peddler is a hard name. That's funny. Funny. What else? Do you believe Xbox would start the next generation earlier than PlayStation? Yes. I think Xbox starts the next generation holiday 2026, and you kick it off with a remake of Halo Combat Evolved on Unreal 5. It's the 25th anniversary of Xbox. It's the 25th anniversary of Halo. It just makes too much sense. I have no information. This is just my theory. So we'll see. A couple people saying, what's up? How you doing? Appreciate you hanging out. Like I said, I'm just on there running my mouth. I don't know what to do. By the way, like and subscribe or whatever they say, right? Help a brother out. If you're on here right now, subscribe to the channel, like this. I guess it helps the algorithm and all these things. See, look, I'm trying to learn. I don't know how this stuff works. I let Greg and Tim and all them handle that, and Danny, I just talk. But since this is my channel, I got to learn all this stuff. So yeah, like and subscribe. Do all that, help a brother out, share it on social media, all those good things. All right, let me go back to this. Yes. Hi, Paris. I love Gamertag Radio. With Danny, continue with the success. Do you think PlayStation is hiding a secret showcase for December? No, because there's a rumor that Wolverine will be shown. Okay, if we see Wolverine, it'll be at the Keeleys. It'll be at the Game Awards. Kind of similar to what Xbox did with Blade. I can see that, especially since there's a partnership there with Disney and Marvel. I can see that. I can see that, but do I think PlayStation themselves have a showcase? No, I don't. I think we know we're going to get Ghost. They let Sucker Punch announce that now, so that'll probably come probably holiday next year. We know Death Stranding 2 coming for PlayStation next year, stuff like that. And I would imagine that probably middle of next year, PlayStation will have a proper showcase so they can kind of show the upcoming roadmap of games because we just simply don't know what they have coming from their internal studios. Watch out for the Spurs this year with Wemby and Chris Paul. Hey, look, I get what you mean. Definitely, I think the Spurs are going to be very frisky this year for sure. Wemby is going to be a problem in a couple years, and we're going to start to see that defensively this year. That dude's going to be a problem, 100%. If he stays healthy, he will be a problem. He's going to be a transcendent player in this league, 100%. Let's see. Bronny signed an $8 million contract. Probably won't be in the G League. He's on the run. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Again, nepotism with LeBron. He took care of his son as he should. But Bronny needs to play. Bronny doesn't need to be sitting on the end of the bench getting DNPs. Let that kid play. Like I said, then maybe he stays up the first month of the year. Let the kid get his moment. Let the kid understands what NBA life is about, and then send his ass to the G League, let him play, and now he knows what he's missing. Maybe that'll make him hungry and he'll improve, get his fundamentals down. That's all I'm saying. But no, I don't. Bronny's not going to get any significant minutes, and why just sit on the end of the bench? That doesn't make any sense. Do you think these YouTubers are educated enough to review games and give them bad reviews? Some are, some aren't. That's just the truth. Some are really good. Like Skill Up's one of the best out there. Period. Point blank. Um, when I want an opinion that I trust, I go see what he thinks about a game. As an example, right? But then there's others, and I'll let you fill in the blank on those that no, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They don't know what they're doing. And I roll my eyes half the time when I see them give a gaming opinion or a review or whatever. But I'm not going to sit here and condemn anybody by name, but I'll definitely praise people that I respect in this industry for sure. So it's a mixed bag. Let's see. Jesse from Xbox Era said he met you back in the summer. Any chance we can see you in their podcast? Um, I would say there's probably people that don't want me on that podcast. And if I'm wrong, they can invite me and I'll happily come on. I'll just leave it at that. Let's see. What else do we have here? 2026 is also the 20th anniversary of Gear. Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up because before we got this Halo news, I was thinking E-Day would be the 2026 holiday game because of the 20-year anniversary. There's no way they're going to put out Halo and Gears at the same time. So in my opinion, it's one or the other. If this Halo Combat Evolved remake or whatever the project is ready, I think that's it. If not, it's probably E-Day. So we'll see. We'll see, but they're gonna have something. It's the 25th anniversary of Xbox. It makes too much sense to not have new hardware ready, kick off a new generation of Xbox, and have one of your flagship games at that launch. And that's got to be either Halo or Gears. E ranks, hey, Paris is at the wheel. How's it going? Oh, yeah, I'm at the wheel. I might have get Jesus to take the wheel soon. Okay, so awesome to see you stream. Hey, appreciate that. Give me a dollar. Give me a dollar. What else we got here? Yeah, Jimmy, this is just a general Q&A. I accidentally went live. I didn't realize it. And then I looked up and I was like, wait, I'm on YouTube right now. So I just stayed on and I'm talking to everybody. Yeah, love Skill Up. Yep, me too. He's a good dude, real good dude. Any Game Award trailer predictions? I hope we see Judas. I'm a big Ken Levine fan. I have been for a long time, and I was a little jealous the small group that got to go preview Judas. I would have loved to have seen that early. Hopefully, we can see something like that. I had even said earlier, if you weren't here before, it wouldn't surprise me if Wolverine was something that PlayStation showed. I would imagine Death Stranding 2 could again the Kojima relationship with Keeley. We'd probably see something like that. Wouldn't shock me for Xbox to have something there. What that is, I don't know, especially since they'll probably have their I want to say partner showcase. You know what the thing they do in January, the developer direct. They'll probably do that in January, so they'll probably hold big stuff unless there's something far out like a Blade. Maybe they show something like that there, but yeah, that would be my early guesses right now. Oh, Eagles fans again. This is the stupid camera is fading up again. Am I screwing this up? Hold on, let me look at this. Okay, all right, we're good again. Um, Eagles fans asking about Blade. Yeah, I talked about this earlier. Um, the movie part of it, I mean, I don't think it's going to see the light of day at this point. It's probably just completely off the roadmap. Blade, let's put it this way: I highly doubt Mahershala Ali will be Blade. It'll be somebody else by the time we see it again, which I imagine will be post Secret Wars. As far as the game stuff goes, I mean, I know Dinga and Arcane Line is working on that. I doubt we hear anything about it anytime soon. Probably won't hear about Blade again until maybe like 2026 or something like that, because I don't think we see that game till like 2027. Honestly. Uh, Killer Instinct 2 win. I have no comment on Killer Instinct because apparently whenever I talk about it, I get in trouble. What can we say? TTO Ray Ray. Oh, Ray Ray. Ray Ray in here. What's going on, man? What do we got? Any thoughts on why the ABK backlog of COD titles has taken a while to be on Game Pass? So here's what because where did I just say that? I just said this the other day. Licensing. That's why you didn't see they didn't just dump all the Activision games out at once. I think it's a couple things. You've taken the past year to basically properly onboard Activision, number one, and then number two is licensing and pre-existing contracts. I think that has a lot to do with it, and I will leave it at that. Because I don't want to speculate. And I'm getting clue probably in here somewhere, clip it, and next thing I know, I'm getting a phone call on the back end. I'm like, "What do you mean? Well, that's not true." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just speculating." I am completely speculating. I am not saying this with any factual data other than I had a wise person tell me a long time ago: when you don't see something come out, 9 times out of 10, it's licensing or contract. So that's my guess with Activision and why you haven't seen these games on Game Pass yet. What else do we have here? Yeah, Mando, I just talked about the handheld. I believe it's going to happen. I didn't say this, so I'll say this now. I think the handheld is holiday 2026. I don't think it's next year. I think it's holiday 2026. I think it's a part of the next generation of Xbox. I think it will be a hybrid that obviously it'll replace the Series S in that, yes, you can take it on the go, play all your Xbox games on it. It'll be dockable. You can play it on a television as well. I think not only will Xbox games be on there, you'll have Steam, you'll have Epic Store, you'll be able to put various digital stores on there. And I think there will be a layer of backwards compatibility to it as well. That's my guess. Um, yeah, I mean, Valcro, I hope I'm saying your name right, saying there's likely a technical aspect to old Call of Duties being put on Game Pass. People often forget that PC is probably a factor there a lot. Yeah, I mean, look at Diablo 4. Look at how they had to Frankenstein that thing to get that on the Game Pass. That wasn't seamless. I mean, you still got to have BNet in the background to have that going on PC. So, again, there's a technical aspect, there's an infrastructure aspect, licensing, contracts, all that. It factors into it 100%. Wow. You know, today is actually not a great sports day for you, boy. Okay, look, Florida State. This is look. I've been a Florida State fan since 1987. I remember watching Florida State versus Miami in Doak Campbell Stadium, and even though Florida State lost that game to the Hurricanes, when Bobby Bowden had the balls to go for two to try and win the game instead of tie it, I was like, I love this team. I'll root for them the rest of my life. And I say that to say this is the worst Florida State Seminole football team I ever remember. And there have been bad teams. Don't get me wrong. I remember the Willie, God, I forget the coach name. But anyways, 2 coaches ago, he was terrible. Came from Oregon. Anyways, and I think it was at South Florida too. But anyways, my point is Willie Taggart. That's what I'm thinking of. Those were some bad teams, but I knew they were bad. This is not supposed to be a bad team, and this is a disaster. And then last night was Armageddon for my Buccaneers. Mike Evans is gone till after the bye, and Chris Godwin is out for the season. I ain't gonna say it's a wrap, but I was starting to think crazy. Even with this Baltimore game, I knew the playing the Ravens was going to be tough, but I thought we had a real shot at being one of the best teams in the NFC. Now it's gonna be tough, 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 tough. It's not good. And then the Lakers play tonight, and I know they're not gonna win the title. So there you go. It hurts. Okay. All right. What else we got? What else we got here? Jimmy Sarah Bond said the next hardware would be the biggest leap in the business thing they did. Yeah. They talked about the big technical leap. I think that has something to do with AI. I think you're even seeing with this PS5 Pro with PSSR doing AI, frame generation stuff like that. I think that could apply as well to whatever the next Xbox is too. So, but we'll see. We will see. And do you anticipate? I got to figure out what the hell is up with this camera. This is annoying the ever living you know what out of me when it goes out of focus. It is catching something behind me, and I think it's the Series S behind me. What do we got? Do you anticipate we'll ever have another gen of consoles with software that isn't backwards compatible, or will they start to resemble phones with constant small updates in games? Could be, Chris, to the latter. I mean, we could see. And again, people try to give me shit for this the other day because what I said the other day was because again, me responding to Khalif, we're going to get a PlayStation 6. We're going to get another Xbox. Obviously, Switch 2 is coming, but after that, we're in the 2030s at that point. That's why I think people got to remember now. I'm talking like 10 years from now. It's going to be different. And it could be iterative to what you're saying. I think games are going to be everywhere. They're not going to be like we see them now with exclusivity and stuff like that. It's going to change. It just is. And I know people don't want to hear it. People want to do the fanboy stuff, but it is. Xbox is clearly being aggressive with that. We know what their plan is, but PlayStation is taking a slower approach to it, but they're going to do it. I mean, you don't start putting your games on PC and still say that you're exclusive. And what just happened? Am I still on? Hold on. If people are still with me, all of a sudden my YouTube like crashed. I guess I'm still here. All right, I'm still here. And then people are calling me all at once. But yeah, if you heard everything that I was saying, I mean, that's just my thought on it. So I think, yeah, it's very possible we could see an iterative approach to console hardware moving forward. Yeah, it might be the Phantom Liberty poster. Like I said, I got to figure out what it is because if you've ever watched Kind of Funny, it does this shit when I'm on there too, and it's grabbing something. And it didn't always do this, and now it's doing it like a lot. And I don't know why. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. So 2030s will be playing Fallout for real. Yeah, you might be right on that one. The only thing with live streaming is it is so delayed to when me talking to when you guys are actually seeing what I'm saying with the chat. So I don't know if that's a Riverside thing or not. If that's something I can fix in the background. Let me look at. I'm just looking here really quick to see if there's anything I can change on that. Live stream chat doesn't look like it. I'll take a look. I'll try and figure it out on the back end. What is my favorite Halo campaign? Probably Halo 3. I think Halo 3 is my favorite campaign. Too much path tracing in my room. Could be. Very well could be. But like I said, I didn't even think I was going to be live streaming right now. So this was just like literally out of nowhere. I think the distribution, the digital interface delivery methods will be streamlined in a way where the software will be essential backbone. Yeah, very well could be. Stephen Talbot, hey Bears, yep. Hey, how you doing? Again, how many people are even here? Can I see how many are here? Hold on. Oh, I have 120 people watching right now. And for me just randomly doing this, that is not bad. But I definitely think I will try and do this, figure out some kind of Fat Paris called, never forget. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I will try and figure out some kind of streaming schedule thing. Like I said, I just threw this up randomly, but I definitely don't mind doing the Q&A, having people drop questions, just give my opinion, because at least then I have a, it's good to have a platform where it's just me and I can just get out a coherent thought versus trying to balance with other people and going back and forth and getting interrupted and stuff like that. So I do appreciate that. Who will dethrone Cody Rhodes? Hmm. Fantastic question. You got Randy. Obviously, I don't think it'll be The Rock. I think he beats The Rock. Obviously, Roman. Very good question. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know because he's the most over baby face they have in the company right now. I think he should have an extended run with the belt. They're clearly going to do Cody Roman 3 at some point. He's going to do The Rock. They might want him doing this triple threat thing. I don't know. But yeah, it's why wrestling is good right now because there's a lot of what ifs. There's a lot of I don't know which direction they're going to go kind of things. I mean, again, you got Seth out there, CM Punk, Drew. There's so many contenders out there that if any of them got hot enough, I could see them getting the belt from Cody. So we'll see. And Greg with a 4.99 super chat. Keep crushing it, my guy. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Like, I'm gonna be honest with everybody here. I don't know why anybody listens to me, to be honest with you. I really don't. I always trip out about that. I really do. I honestly, sincerely do. Um, and I've been in chats like with Ray and all that, but I tell everybody, man, I don't think I'm better than anybody. I don't. My opinion is no more valid than anybody else's, even though this goddamn camera keeps fading in and out. But my opinion is no more valid than anybody else's. And, I just tell you what I think with stuff. That's all it comes down to. I'm not saying I'm right because I'm wrong a lot, but, I just try to give my opinion. I try to do it in a respectful way. And some people like it, some people don't. And, you might as may vary as far as that goes. But I do appreciate all the kind words. I really do. It keeps me motivated to want to keep doing this uh, because I'm knowledgeable and have a great voice. I don't know about the knowledgeable part, but I guess I do have an okay voice. And looks like someone earlier was asking me what's going on here. This is just the most random live stream ever. That's what this is right now. That's what you're experiencing. There's no rhyme or reason to any of this, And why is okay? I'm tripping. Hold on. Like I said, it's a weird delay, so it's like I'm looking at the YouTube stream, but then I look at Riverside. Okay, I think we're okay now. And again, apologies to anybody that's watching this because, like I said, this was impromptu. I'm just doing it on the fly. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, let's see. Cena get his 17th. I could see them doing something with Cena. Obviously, being the last run, just do a hot, basically almost like what they just did with Jey Uso. Give him the belt, and then you get it right back off of him again in a couple weeks, something like that. They also did that with Hogan when he first came back and turned babyface after the whole NWO stuff. So I could see something like that with Cena. Um, haven't seen Uni for a minute. You should do it again. I mean, when I see him doing a speech, whatever, he'll ping me, and if I have time, I come in and talk with there. I DM with Uni every now and again. I actually have not talked to him in a couple of weeks. I hope he's doing okay. Best thing on Netflix right now. You know what I just watched on Netflix? I'm not saying it's the best thing, but I just watched bad new Bad Boys movie. It's on Netflix now, and it's pretty goddamn good. It was really good. And being an old head, I could really appreciate it. I remember when the first Bad Boys came out in the '90s. I was living in Japan. I watched that in Japan back in the day. So the fact that all these years later, they're still doing it and they're still funny, it's really good. Who retires Cena? Rant? No, you know who retires Cena? Someone you're not expecting, someone that he can put over, because that's how you do it in wrestling. The old vet will always put over the up and comer. So it's someone that we're not even expecting right now. Yeah, it is definitely. I'm looking at this camera thing. It's picking up. It's either picking up Wolverine or it's picking up the Series S. Gosh darn it! Hold on. Let me refocus this thing. There we go. I'm gonna fix this. I'll have to fix this whole camera thing. Um, but yeah, it'll be somebody up and coming that he'll put over at the end. I would expect. I would expect. I should say. It could very well could be Braun Breaker. I could see that if Braun gets to the point a year from now where he's ready to ascend to the main event, I could see Cena helping with that for sure. Could he, let me see. Master Damo is saying, "Good day, matey. Do you have a very distinctive voice? Is there a game from Xbox back catalog you would like to see a remake of?" I would say Banjo Kazooie, but everybody knows that. Um, it's a very good question from Xbox back catalog that I would like to see them remake. Let me think about that. Let me think about that a little bit and get back to you because the top of my head, I'm thinking like Oblivion or Fallout 3 or something like that. But I feel like there should be a more nuanced answer than that. Uh, and Ali is saying, I love this. Now I have something new to listen on my walks. I appreciate that. Actually, what time is it? Yeah, I'll do this for a few more minutes because actually I have to start making dinner for the kids. Thoughts on Samantha Irvin leaving? I mean, now that the information's coming out, like honestly, when Ricochet initially left, I just assumed she was going to leave anyways, so I wasn't shocked by the news. And then she mentioned today, even on social media, I guess she said, WWE knew about this months ago, so it wasn't like she blindsided them with it. That's probably why they got Lillian Garcia in there, seamless transition. But it sounds like there's just stuff that she wanted to do that WWE schedule wasn't, it was too much of a conflict. So I'm not surprised. Not surprised. See Jesse Norris here. How you doing, Jesse? Got to meet you in person. Really nice guy. Yeah. You know what? Midtown Madness. That was my game. Midtown Madness 3 on the original Xbox. I remember playing that back in the day on Xbox Live, like on the weekends, and we would just run around and just do a bunch of nonsense on there. It used to be a lot of fun. Anything else here? Like I said, who's going to do this for a few more minutes? Oh, I got more super chats. I apologize here. Again, I'm learning, so I apologize for these super chats and I missed them. Lord Lord Sagan Nutsack with a £5 super chat. Question here, Paris. Honest opinion. If COD doesn't move the needle for Game Pass, do you think Microsoft cancels the service? No. And I don't think COD, we're just talking about this the other day. COD's not going to, here's what I think COD's going to do. I don't think it's going to significantly grow the service, but I think it will be a deterrent from people unsubscribing. If you're already in Game Pass and now you're getting COD, that's just going to be more incentive for you to stay and not leave. But do I think it grows the service huge? No, I do not, because I think a lot of people that play COD religiously only buy a couple games a year anyways. So if there aren't already in Game Pass, I don't think this is going to be the thing to get them to jump in, if that makes sense. What's going to grow Game Pass is going to be the Fables of the world, the Perfect Darks of the world, the South of Midnights of the world, the Dooms of the world, consistently coming out, Avowed, obviously stuff like that. That's what's going to move the needle for Game Pass. You have a consistent amount of content hitting that service. And it looks like they're about to get there. It looks like it. We'll see going into 2025. But it looks like they're about to start getting a lot more consistent with content coming into Game Pass. So we'll see. And other super chat I have here. This is Anzoli. Hope I'm saying that correctly. $4.99 super chat. I listen because I enjoy and respect your work. What other sort of content would you want to live stream? So I will simply say that Khalif was here in Los Angeles last week, and we went to lunch and we talked about doing stuff for the future. I'm gonna say what it is, but it's coming. That's what I would love to do. And so you'll see. You'll see. You'll see. We got something fun that we got working on in the back burner, and I think it'll be fun. I do. And speaking of Avowed, should it stay in the packed February barrage? My personal opinion, no, it should not. I think it should either move up or move a couple weeks back, personally. But we'll see. Right now, they haven't said anything, so we'll see. Do I think Indiana Jones will be a banger? Ask me again soon. There's not much I can say right now because there is an embargo. And let me go back here. Hold on. Stop teasing. Wait, what am I teasing? I don't know what I'm teasing. No. If you're talking about the Cleve thing, yeah, no, I'm definitely not going to give that up because we're still working on the finer details. But we got something fun planned for sure. I'm not going to say what it is. And oh, it looks like a Kusin Arcade ENG. Is that English? I don't know what that means. But let's see. This is $5 something. I listen because you're a level head, articulate, and pleasing to listen to. Just a token of appreciation for the great work. Cheers from Italy. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I do. How often do I shave my head? Probably at least once a week. And what else? Someone said they dropped me an email. Let's see. If you did, I don't have it yet. So I will check after the stream. And looking at time. Actually, yeah, I should probably euros. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and wrap this up. As like I said, I need to go make dinner for my kids. And this was all by accident, me doing this. But yeah, this was the first live stream that I've done on the channel. Well, I shouldn't say the first. I've done live streams on this channel in the distant past, but trying out Riverside, I definitely want to try and do more of this because I do think I like the spaces thing. Like I would do spaces. I do think I want to kind of get away from that because I just want to get out of the cesspool that is Twitter and maybe do more of that here. I mean, if, video, have more control, can invite people in, people can be on video, stuff like that. So I'll figure out the logistics of all that stuff. But yeah, let me go make dinner for the kids. And I appreciate everyone hanging out here. And looks like I got one more super chat. I will do this one and then I'm out of here. Again, Lord Sack Nutsack again. And do you think they would ever put the service on Sony's platform? I think they should because it will grow Game Pass a lot faster. That is up to Sony. Yeah, I guarantee you, if Sony came to them today and said, "Yeah, put Game Pass on PlayStation," they would do it, 100%. So that's on PlayStation if they would want to do it. But yeah, let me go ahead and get out of here. I promise I will fix whatever these camera issues in the future because I know it's something behind me that's catching, and I will be a lot better at this. So again, thank you all for checking this out. I hope you have a good rest of the day, evening. I appreciate everyone that joined, and I will talk to you again real soon.